Good morning, I'm David Smalley with Elves and Angels. I'm here to do an assembly video of Kennebunkport Cottage. It's our newest dollhouse. It's our largest dollhouse. There's 8 rooms, and we're going to see if we can show you how to put it together now. I'll explain the parts as we go along, so that I don't have to, you'd never remember them anyways. So we'll do it this way. I've got the side here. The one with the two windows is the side that the stairs run up. So I'm going to put it over here. First thing we want to do is take the outside wall of the dollhouse. The wider part, and not wider, but taller part goes on the bottom. You can see it's smaller here, larger here. The bottom goes down, and the pre-drill hole, the wide part of the pre-drill hole, goes out. Okay, I'll show you what it looks like. That's what it wants to look like. Make sure you have that out. Okay, we'll do the first step here. And use a screw gun. You can use a Phillips screwdriver. Whatever. Well, the screw gun's a little faster for the videos. It's okay, so there's 2 screws there on that side. And then I'm going to take this. And again, the taller part of this goes down. These wider parts of the pre-drill go out. And it's because that attaches to the floors as we get into it here. Alright, we're going to do this one. I'm just going to show you what that looks like. I'm going to set it aside right now, and we're going to do the other one. Same thing here. The wide part, tall part down, and the drill holes, the wide part of the drill hole out on this. This will give you your outside walls attached to your end when I get these done here. Over here. And these grooves, they're in all Elves and Angels products to show you where to put the parts that we've given you. And the assembly video hopefully shows you how to do it. We've never assembled this, but in this format, so we might be a little slow. This one here, which is the other side, I'm just going to set aside over here for now, and we'll try to get going on the floors. First thing you want to do is your windows, the side, this is the stair side, your windows are towards this, and your stairs are back here. We're going to put in the first floor first. These floors have a straight edge and a rounded edge. The 2 rounded edges go in the middle, and the straight edge goes out here, and it's because the small walls attach to this, and it's difficult if you try to attach it to this rounded piece. So we're going to put this first one in first here, into the first floor, and it would be good if we could use something here. You see how this is? It would be on an angle, so it'd be great if you could get something like a piece of pine like this, or a couple of magazines if you're doing this by yourself. If you're not, have someone hold that for you, take the pressure off of this. This goes in here like this, and rounded edge towards the middle. Okay, and then again, the flat edge towards the outside. I'm going to slide this in here like this. Again, you'll hear it lock in when it goes into that groove there. And then 1 screw here. Okay. Now we're going to go to the second floor. So we're going to go the curved edge obviously goes toward the outside of the dollhouse. This is the way this floor wants to look on the upside. You'll see 4 pre-drill holes. If you turn it around on the bottom, you'll see 4 larger pre-drill holes. That's where you're going to screw the partitions from. So the rounded edge goes towards the outside of the dollhouse. You see this cut out here? This is for the stairs. So what it wants to look like is this. You want your stair part to be in the middle. I'm sorry, it's a big dollhouse here. You want this to be in the middle. Whoops. That is second floor. 1 screw here, and then this. This is the other part of the stairway. And again, the smaller part of the pre-drill hole upward. This gets 1 here. It's a little hard to do the video on this table because it's not really big enough. Actually, it could be on the floor, but we thought it would be difficult to show. Okay, we're going to put in the 3rd floor now. Again, rounded edge out. This stairway in the middle there. And then we're going to put the other part in like this. Again, you're going to hear it lock into the groove on the end. Another screw. Okay, that's the 3rd floor. Now we're going to take the other end and let's see here. Let's take this. As you can see, you could use a helper here or a magazine or a piece of wood or whatever. I'm just getting that up so that it's at the same level as the piece I'm trying to put in. I'm not sure that that's actually going to work there, but it'll help a little bit. Okay, and this is our other side. I'll lift this up here and set it in. This. Push it in a ways. Alright, so we're going to start from the bottom. You have your end grooves there. We're going to push it in a little bit. Try to line these up just temporarily a little bit so that it kind of comes together here. Push that. You can hear it drop in. And then these are a little off. So we just pull them down. What I'm going to do is take the 1st floor and start the first 2 screws. That will hold those floors in the track. It's like that. Do this side. You'll feel it pull in. And then we go to the 2nd floor. This. And then we might want to just line this up a little bit. Bring this in. This in. We'll get the 2nd floor now. You don't have to screw this all the way in, just enough to lock that in the track. You can see it pull it in. Just go slowly, you know, and get those seated properly in the track. Oh, you heard it pop there. Okay, and then you just line these 2 up in the track like that. Might want to just push your hand against it there. 2 more screws on that. Okay. Now I'm going to stand this up. Now, this. Then you're going to install 4 screws on either side. This screws into this. This screws into this. Same thing over there, and on the back side, obviously, we do the same thing. I'm not going to bother put those in. You see how they go. All right. Now we're going to go to the partitions on the 2nd floor. You're going to see 2 spacers here. One is the 2nd floor partition that spaces your partition. You bump that up against the wall. Your partition wants to be evenly spaced side to side. For instance, you hold your spacer there and you screw into the bottom of this. All right, and then you go to the other side, space the other one like that. What you'll do is you'll straighten that up. You leave that spacer there. There's a screw hole under here. You screw that, and then when you want to find out where the other one goes, you move the spacer to the front, and that'll show you where that hole is. So those 2 are done with the spacer like that. And then when you get to the 3rd floor, you're going to use this spacer here. These partitions here screw down through there, screw down through there, screw down through there, screw down from there. The 3rd floor partition, I'm going to go like this. This goes here, and that will show you like evenly spaced side to side, the same amount of space there as there. This comes in here like this. There's 2 screws there. You screw up through there. That's how the partitions go in. I'm not going to bother screw them in for the video because it just takes a lot of time. Okay, so now we're going to put on the roof. Here, what you want to do is you take these grooves that are on the back side of this. You want to be even with, you see this is angled here. It wants to be even right there. Okay, and you're going to take 2 screws on either side. Goes in, and then we're going to try to swing this around so you get a better view of it. This here, again, that track there can go here. These are going to go here like this. See if I can move this down a little bit. It's a tall dollhouse. We would have liked to have done it on the floor actually, but it would have been difficult to work with down there. 2 on either side of this part of the roof. Okay, now we're going to do the smaller roofs, parts of the roof. Now 2. This one goes on this side. This has 2 screws. We're only going to put in 1. And this side here. The curved part goes towards the middle of the dollhouse. Oops. Okay. Turn around again. Here like this. It's another groove that locks onto the side. Okay. Now, these are the outside walls. We go like this. This rounded over part comes here and makes the doorway. Just put in one on either one of these. I'm not showing you the movable partitions because they just come loose. You don't have to attach them to anything, you put them wherever you want them. This goes here, it's here. One screw. But you're going to do two. Oops. Now we're really in here now. Okay, I'm going to trying to figure out what the best way to put the stair in for you to see it. Go like this. Let me see. The stairs. You're going to bump your stair. Let me see. If I go over here like this, we might be able to show you. You're going to bump your stair right against that wall, and then it's going to bump up here like this. And then I'm going to screw it in from the outside. Which I'll do right now. Turn this around. This takes two screws also. I'll put one. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing on the floor. Just put in one. That, other than the partitions not being in there, which I can just pull them in here for you. This, when you put this third floor spacer here, like this, and that shows you where to put that, you're also going to put a screw in there and on the other side to hold that up. That's what it looks like. If you've bought a Kennebunkport Cottage Deluxe, you're going to get two balconies. There's two screw holes here, like this. You want to line that up with that routed edge right there. That wants to be right at the top and evenly spaced. You simply hold it there like that and install those two screws. And as you've seen in the pictures, we have a lighthouse and pegs that create the railing around this. But this is how you attach it. So that there is your horizontal and then just evenly spaced in the opening. That'll take care of that. If it's just Kennebunkport Cottage, obviously you don't get the balconies. There's only one thing left to do. It's install your plugs. Elmer's glue, school glue, whatever. A dab there, a dab there. Plugs are susceptible to humidity or cold, and they can either expand or contract. Sometimes it may just drop right in there. Other times you might have to tap it with a hammer. But just tap it lightly, it'll set down in. But do glue them because they don't stay in on their own. Any non-toxic glue will work, but Elmer's school glue is fantastic for it. I think that's it on the Kennebunkport Cottage. We hope you'll like it. It's a very large, spacious dollhouse, and obviously can be played with groups of children and from both sides and the roof and everything. So it's a real good open concept dollhouse. And thank you for supporting Elves and Angels.